Reaching 80 is no small feat, and it brings a deep sense of accomplishment. Many seniors at this stage find themselves living alone, whether by choice or circumstance. And let me tell you, it's not as daunting as it may sound. In fact, it can be a deeply rewarding experience, filled with freedom, self-discovery, and a renewed sense of independence. Allow me to share why living alone as an octogenarian can be one of life's most surprising blessings, weaving in insights from others who've shared their experiences online and my own thoughts. Number 1. Rediscovering personal freedom. Living alone allows you to live life on your terms, which is an opportunity many people only dream about. For someone in their 80s, this can mean indulging in simple joys without having to compromise. Margaret, for instance, explained that before she lived alone, her days were often dictated by her family's needs. While she loved her role as a caregiver, she didn't realize how much she had put her own interests aside. Now she treasures her time and creates her daily schedule around her love for gardening and leisurely walks. This kind of freedom is deeply liberating. You can enjoy breakfast at noon, spend an afternoon rearranging your furniture, or listen to your favorite music at full volume. Want a cozy reading nook or a kitchen filled with quirky decorations? Go for it. Living alone means your space, your rules. It's a lifestyle that fosters creativity and self-expression without anyone else's agenda interfering. 2. Time to focus on personal hobbies and passions. Hobbies are not just a pastime, they're a way to bring color and excitement into your life. Living alone gives you uninterrupted time to dive into your passions. After 80, many people find they can finally dedicate time to the hobbies they've always loved or discover new ones. Take Henry, for example. At 85, he started learning the guitar because no one was around to say, "That's too loud." He joked that his home concerts are standing room only. Just him and his cat, Simba. For Henry, learning the guitar wasn't just about music. It became a source of pride and accomplishment. He shared online how practicing the guitar in solitude felt meditative. Over time, his guitar playing brought unexpected rewards. He even started jamming with neighbors who admired his dedication. Another good example is Anne, who rediscovered her childhood love of sewing. With no one around to rush her, she now spends hours creating quilts, each one more elaborate than the last. She shares her creations with loved ones and says her hobby fills her with purpose. You see, when you live alone, there's no pressure to explain your interest to anyone. Whether you take up photography, learn a new language, or tend to a garden, the journey becomes purely about your own growth and happiness. 3. Strengthening self-confidence and independence. Self-confidence doesn't have an expiration date. Living alone can be an unexpected teacher, showing you that you're capable of managing challenges, even at 80. You become the captain of your ship, making decisions, solving problems, and managing daily life. It's empowering to know you can rely on yourself. Barbara, now 81 years old, shared how living alone taught her to fix things around the house. When her faucet started leaking, she didn't have to call anyone. She found a tutorial online and fixed it herself. Now she proudly calls herself the handy grandma in her family. Barbara's story about fixing her leaky faucet is an inspiring example. At first, she was intimidated, but watching online tutorials gave her the courage to try. The satisfaction she felt after completing the repair was unforgettable. Now, she approaches problems with a can-do attitude, and it's made her more adventurous in other areas of her life. Managing your household, whether it's organizing finances, grocery shopping, or learning how to operate new technology, can reinforce your independence. Each task you accomplish strengthens your belief in your capabilities. 4. A deeper connection with yourself. When you live alone, you get to know yourself in profound ways. This is a time for reflection, prayer, meditation, or whatever helps you connect with your inner self. Solitude can bring clarity and peace. Many seniors describe using this time to reflect on their journeys, relive cherished memories, and even process life's ups and downs, including grief or significant transitions. It becomes a time to focus on healing and appreciating how far you've come. You might find yourself journaling, praying, meditating, or simply sitting quietly with your thoughts. One touching example comes from Lydia, an 83-year-old widow who shared how she started writing letters to her younger self. In these letters, she expresses gratitude for her resilience and forgives herself for past mistakes. It's become a form of therapy that helps her feel grounded and at peace. This deeper connection with yourself can also lead to a heightened sense of purpose as you begin to understand and appreciate the life you've built. 5. Freedom to embrace your health and wellness. Living alone often motivates seniors to take their health more seriously. You're in control of your meals, exercise routine, and overall lifestyle. This means you can focus on what makes you feel good, both physically and emotionally. Diana's wellness journey is a perfect example. She mentioned how she turned her spare room into a yoga and meditation space. Without worrying about anyone else's preferences, she plays her favorite calming music, lights candles, and spends an hour each morning stretching and centering herself. Meal planning becomes another rewarding part of living alone. You can experiment with recipes that suit your taste and health needs. Diana also shared how growing her herbs added an extra layer of joy to her cooking routine, giving her a sense of accomplishment with every meal she prepared. This freedom allows you to take ownership of your health, creating habits that make you feel vibrant and energized. 6. Strengthening relationships through intention. Living alone can deepen your appreciation for the relationships in your life. With solitude comes the realization of how precious connections are, and you may find yourself reaching out more intentionally to loved ones. James shared how his weekly calls with his grandchildren became a cherished ritual. Before living alone, these moments might have blended into the background of daily life. Now, they are a highlight of his week. He prepares for these calls by writing down stories to share and always ends the conversation with a heartfelt reminder of how much he loves them. Living alone can also inspire you to reconnect with old friends or make new ones. There's a joy in nurturing relationships when you have the mental and emotional bandwidth to do so thoughtfully. 7. Building a routine that fits your pace. One of the greatest perks of living alone is having the freedom to create a routine that suits your energy levels. If you want to sleep in, you can. If you're a night owl who enjoys stargazing or watching late-night TV, no one's there to judge. Edith, a sprightly 84-year-old, shared how she loves starting her mornings with classical music and coffee. Her afternoons are for leisurely strolls, and her evenings? Netflix and knitting, she says with a laugh. Her evenings illustrate the beauty of a personalized routine. She shared that for her, the key to happiness is balancing activity and rest. Her mornings are spent outdoors, enjoying the fresh air and watching birds, while her afternoons are reserved for hobbies. This kind of self-paced routine is especially beneficial for seniors. You can plan your day to include moments of joy and relaxation without feeling rushed or obligated to anyone else's schedule. 8. Your home becomes your sanctuary. There's something incredibly comforting about living in a space that's truly your own. Whether it's a small apartment or a larger home, it becomes your sanctuary. A place of comfort, safety, and peace, filled with items and memories that bring you peace. For many seniors, this is an opportunity to declutter and surround themselves with only what truly matters. Carol, an 81-year-old, described how she took the time to organize her home and create cozy corners for reading, crafting, and even napping. Her home is now her happy place, filled with photographs of her family, favorite books, and the scent of lavender from her garden. Decorating your space exactly how you like is therapeutic. You can display old photographs, cherished heirlooms, or quirky art that makes you smile. Many seniors often find great joy in creating a home that tells their story. 9. A fresh perspective on solitude. Many people fear loneliness, but living alone doesn't have to mean being lonely. In fact, it can offer a sense of contentment and balance. Most seniors have discovered that solitude isn't loneliness, but an opportunity to enjoy their own company. Frank's quiet hours are a perfect example of this. He explained how he has learned to savor the simple pleasures of life, writing letters to his friends, sipping tea, and listening to old jazz records. These moments have become a source of contentment and creativity for him. For him, solitude is a gift, not a burden. Solitude also provides time to recharge and reflect. It's an opportunity to embrace mindfulness and find joy in the present moment. 10. Creating a legacy on your terms. Living alone gives you the chance to think about your legacy and how you want to leave your mark. Whether it's writing memoirs, recording family stories, or contributing to causes you care about, this time can be immensely fulfilling. Eleanor's blog is a beautiful example of this. She started a blog at 79 to share her life lessons with younger generations. By sharing her wisdom online, she's not only leaving a lasting impact on others, but also creating a meaningful way to express herself. She writes candidly about love, loss, and the wisdom that comes with age. "I live alone, but my voice reaches thousands," she says proudly. For others, creating a legacy might mean organizing family photos, writing a memoir, or contributing to a cause they're passionate about. Living alone can become a time to focus on what truly matters and leave a mark that reflects the essence of who you are. 11. A space for spiritual growth. Living alone provides a serene environment to connect with your spirituality or explore your beliefs more deeply. Without the noise and busyness of shared living, you can create rituals or routines that nourish your soul. Hannah, an 82-year-old widow, turned a small corner of her home into a meditation and prayer space. She begins her day by lighting a candle, reflecting on what she's grateful for, and reading passages from her favorite spiritual books. For her, this time alone strengthens her faith and brings her immense peace. Spiritual growth can take many forms, whether it's attending virtual religious services, practicing gratitude, or simply spending time in nature. Living alone offers the perfect opportunity to delve into this often overlooked area of life, bringing a sense of purpose and tranquility to each day. Living alone at 80 isn't about isolation, it's about independence, discovery, and embracing a new chapter. It's your chance to craft a life filled with joy, purpose, and self-expression. So, if you're entering or already in this phase of life, I encourage you to view it not as a limitation, but as an opportunity, a time to reconnect with who you are, celebrate your resilience, and make the most of every single day. And the best part? This chapter is all yours to write. Embrace it with an open heart. It's your time to shine. Feel free to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a like, share it with someone who might need it, and subscribe to help us reach more wonderful people like you. Take care and thank you for watching.